Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a good weekend so far. Myself, I guess it's been going okay. I had my weekly D&D game earlier, so just figured I'd come on and say hi for a bit. Sorry there hasn't been more content lately. I've just been a lot of IRL stuff has been going on. I think I mentioned this, but I've got semi reassigned to another office. So Monday, Tuesday, I have to travel across town, and it's not the best, but it's not the worst, I guess. Maybe. I see that oh, there's not as many negative comments on my War of the Rohirrim review as I thought there was gonna be. I thought people were gonna get really angry about it, but I actually liked the movie. So, we're just going to take a bit and look at where we are with the Argies. I'm sorry if I've been obsessing over this, but it's something I really enjoy doing. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's a good way to kind of immortalize a lot of the crazy stuff that happened in the year. Because I think feel a lot of the times it can kind of get away from you, and we just kind of forget about it. I really enjoy. So there's that. All right, so let's see here. In loving memory, Peanut the Squirrel. I guess maybe Assad regime. Is there anyone else who died this year? Let me see. Famous deaths. Famous deaths 2024. I mean, what's his name died this year? James Earl Jones. That's not really like what what I'm looking for though. It has to be something a bit more funny, like something I can make a joke out of. Whereas I'm not really gonna make a joke out of James Earl Jones. Um, or I have the beatific vision joke. So, uh, okay, we'll add in James Earl Jones. Okay, well, okay, we might have to do that. Okay, so we'll come back to that. I don't know where this is going to go. I just had that. I sometimes have a category for things that might go somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see as we go through this. Okay, so the Justin Trudeau Lifetime Achievement Award. Um, I forget who won it last time. Let me look it up. I try not to give this out to one person more than once. Justo kind of theoretically gives it by the fact that his lifetime achievement award, uh, that the lifetime achievement award is named after Justo. So there's that. Let me just see here. I try to remember what I had last time because we actually did the Argie Awards. We did it. It's biannual now, so we did one in June. So let me see who won in. No audio. Okay. Is there still no audio? Okay, I tried closing a couple things. Hopefully that will fix it. I live in Canada, so I just have really shitty internet. That's just something to always keep in mind. Let's see here. Okay, so okay. Actually, no. Olaf Scholz got the life. So last time, Emmanuel Macron, Joe Biden, Olaf Scholz, and Passignon got the Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't want to give out the Lifetime Achievement Award to someone more than once. So I think Tony Blinken's really the only person who can who's left to still get it. Unless I gave him the award last year. Okay, no. Last year, Justo won and Pope Francis won. So uh, we're gonna have Tony Blinken. Uh, Should Assad win the Lifetime Achievement Award? Pierre Polyev will probably get it eventually, but he has a lot of room for cringe before he gets there. So we will uh so we'll add Assad in. Okay, so let's see here. Cringe. Justo yelling Slava Ukraine before a photo at Swiss peace conference. Let's see, the whole raw milk meme, which I found really obnoxious. The Arab Zelensky CNN interview. HTS releasing the diversity is our strength. Polyev's Twitter post, particularly the Jewish one. The term global majority, and Mary had a choice. Honestly, I'm leaning very strongly towards global majority. It could either win that or it could win the G than G sex with Men Award. So I'm trying to think. I feel like there's some cringe that I'm like missing. Um, that like maybe the wife Jack meme. Maybe would the wife Jack meme like be cringy enough to make this list? Um, let's see here. Uh, Tim Walz. No, Tim Walz is in. No. Kamala is getting her own. We have Kamala's campaign cringe. Is getting that. She has her own category. Like there was just too many from the Kamala campaign that we had to do that. Record deepness, do you mean take it out as in that's the one you'd pick, or you think I should remove it? Because I actually think it's it's if I had to award it now, I might actually give it to global majority. Um I just find that incredibly cringy, to be honest. Let's see here. Mary had a choice. Wife Jack. So okay, so I don't know. Does anyone have any other cringe? The Kamala campaign. Oh, that's the one you'd pick. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were suggesting remove it or not. Okay, Kamala campaign cringe, aka KKK, um, is has to be its own category because there's so many. We have white guys for Kamala. Waltz is my dad. I'm Blake and I'm voting Kamala. We did it, Joe. Okay, the fake. Uh, I forget the fake stories. Maybe. What was the name of that ad? The I'm a man and I'm voting Kamala. Stommer gets a nomination. He just doesn't really have a cringe one. So how this works is we have an unlimited number of honorable mentions, but only 5 of them are gonna make it to the actual finals. So I think global majority I'm gonna pick. I think diversity is our strength is gonna get it. I think Polyev's Twitter posts are so far. I'm not sure about the rest. The South Korean leader, he's nominated for something else. I don't know if it's cringe though. Like, he's getting a nomination for a couple other things. Kamala's campaign, I'm gonna be honest, I think Souls to the Polls is the cringiest of all of those. Let's see here. I think honestly that that's the cringiest one. To be honest. Let me see here. That was her response to the whole like Christ is King thing. Let me try to find it. It was like, I don't know. I'm honestly going to. I'm probably gonna go with that. I mean, it's hard. There's so much cringe as far as it goes. Any Tim Walz thing. We did it, Joe. Actually, no, let's watch a couple of these.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Yeah, it was. Let's the coconut tree brat. I don't know. I'm honestly. Let me see if I can find on my Twitter timeline the souls to the polls thing. How do I search my own timeline again? I don't. They need to improve the interface on Twitter. Get on it, Elon. Get on it. Like, I'm not sending their best. How do I search my timeline? Okay, it looks like there isn't really an easy way to do it. You have to go into advanced search. Because why would you need it? Why would you need to be able to search your own timeline? Uh trying to find this I don't know. Elon, you need to like improve the interface. The interface of your website is shit. Like, let's just be real. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is okay. Here's Souls to the Pulse. I honestly think that this is the cringiest thing of the year of the Kamala campaign. I actually think this is cringier than We Did It, Joe. I think it's cringier than a lot of stuff. Um, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, Coconut Tree Brats. White Guys for Kamala was pretty cringe. Was there any other Tim Walz memes? I feel like the horsecock one or the other thing. There was him lying about serving in the army. That's not really cringe. That's more G slur. I think we did. I don't know. We did it. Joe is pretty. Uh, I'm a man and I'm voting for Kamala. Like, it's hard because everything about it was just pure cringe. Like, Biden isn't really cringe, at least not to the same degree as like Kamala Harris. Okay, here we go. All right, worst take. Okay, APAC bragging about how they control the American political system. I guess that's like whenever they would put out the X number of congressmen who we gave money to got elected, and then basically bragging about the entire thing. Let's see here. This was a quote from a while back. You are already polyamorous for most things. All I'm saying is maybe we should consider polyamory in one more category. We have them confiscating the 22 long rifle carbines in Canada to send to fight Russia. The UK protests are caused by Zionists. Um, Actually, there's another Fuentes bad take we can add in. Fuentes mocking Sinwar and Hezbollah for being losers and fighting Israel. Okay, that's gonna be another bad Fuentes take. David Petraeus. Like this is we're gonna take a look at this. I support forever wars. Uh Rain, if you want to sit in my lap, you can sit in my lap. You don't have to like do this whole thing. Okay, they don't have the specific clip, but he does actually say I support forever wars. Whenever like Rain wants to sit in my lap, she'll often like sneak up on me like she's Solid Snake or something, and it's like, Rain, if you want to sit in my lap, you can just sit in my lap. I'm not gonna stop you. But uh David Petraeus. I don't know if anyone remembers Time Magazine endorsing, let's see here. Anyone remembers this? This was something that happened a while back. When they were going after RFK. Yeah. I don't know if anybody remembers this. This was Time Magazine, like to get back to like blow out RFK. They decided to endorse um ultra processed foods. This was Elon's cringe about federal employees. I don't know if this one really belongs here for like worst take, but it was pretty obnoxious. We'll look at the Neil Stone one because I don't know if people that one when I did the poll, I don't know if people believe me like about it because it's so insane. But we're gonna take a look at it. Honestly, it's the front runner at the moment. Let's see here. Uh Trying to find it. Uh Trying to find this. Honestly, I have better things to do. Don't be correct, Wing. I'm just trying to find it because he did this like huge rant about uh like how we can't. Did he just repeat this shit like on an endless loop? Uh I'm just trying to find. I think I have it saved. Okay. I feel like the okay. Rain, get your like tail is in the way of my screen. Let's see. I'm just trying to find where it was. Uh, you know what else I hate? How these things are never like by default in like actual order. Like it never defaults to being in like the actual order. Like it doesn't start off with latest. Uh it's really annoying. It's really annoying because I don't know. The top one is never good. I always by default want it by time. So let me see here. Just trying to find it. Hmm. I need to start saving these. It is what it is, though. I'm just trying to find it because there was actually um a where he gets angry about it. Okay, let me go back and look at my timeline again. Uh, why is there like no search on mine, but there's a search on other people's? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, okay, let's see here. From okay. From it's so shitty. Why is there just no button that's just search? Why do you have to do all this extra bullshit? Um, if you're trying to get like to search your own time, why isn't there just a search my timeline button? Like, it seems like something that's pretty obvious, to have, like basic fucking feature. Okay, from username altogether. Okay, from okay. Okay, let's see here. I don't know. I feel like it's not even bringing up everything where I have said um that I'm responding to. Like it's so shitty. The search on this is like the worst search I think of all time. Like once again the I'm sorry if whenever I use Twitter I'm just like a boomer. I do think like objectively Twitter has like one of the shittiest interfaces um I've ever seen. Let's see here. Like it's not showing up when I okay. There was another one. Okay, we have this was one of them. The MMR vaccine does not cause autism. There is no need for further research on this. It's been done. It's a settled question. That was a good one. Uh, let's see here. Where is it? From like I don't know. The search just doesn't work like at all. Okay, well, I can't even find it on my timeline. That's just how shitty Twitter is. Like, I don't know. Andrew, if you want to like to blow out if you want to blow out Elon, like make a functional fucking interface for the website. And I think that is the key to getting people to move over. If you just make it like an interface that fucking works, it isn't complete garbage, then yeah, I think that would be a good step in the right direction. Like I don't know, I find often when I'm doing these, I should have bookmarked it, that's fair, but I don't know. I just don't get why there's not a functional search for your own fucking timeline. Uh I don't know. I'll have to find it again. Um, to be honest, I'll stop wasting time on this. But that does irritate me quite a bit actually. Once again, I'm sorry like for the boomer tech, but it's fucking Twitter shit. Okay. Right. So testing this was like one of them. The okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is the one I'm thinking of. Here we go. This is the one I'm thinking of. Vaccines don't cause autism. It doesn't need looking at because it's been repeatedly many times by people, and the answer is crystal clear. Vaccines do not cause autism. Dragging up this debunk theory is a waste of time, money, and energy. Yeah, this is one of the ones I was thinking of. Um, so yes, it has. Um, let's see here. Show me the studies that prove your comment. Yeah, so that basically it's like if you investigate it, it's anti-science. I think there was a couple others, but I'm sorry, we'll move on. Okay, Time Magazine, Michael Caine testing vaccines. This was a good one. People voted for Trump because they support rape. I think that might be a direct quote, actually. Let me see. Uh, I'm trying to find there. That was like I think basically. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here's one of them. People support a majority of Trump's supporters voted for him because they support incest and rape. Although that looks like that's from a couple of years back, actually. Um, yeah, there's a number of different people who said that. It's pretty obvious at this point that Trump supporters support rape. That's that's one of the worst takes. Lord of the Rings is gay. 99% of D&D players hate Elon Musk. Okay, so let's just take some final what I think will be the finalists. Testing vaccines is anti-science. Uh, is Lord of the Rings gay? Let me see. Okay. Well, we will ask the audience. Or am I misspelling his name? Jaden. Uh, Fuentes. Okay, here we go. So we'll see. Is this the worst take of the year?
That's why I hate Lord of the Rings and why I love Game of Thrones. Because Game of Thrones is so political. It's about geopolitics, it's about logistics, it's about armies, intrigue, nations. It's complicated. I like it. I don't like Lord of the Rings where it's like, and if you believe in yourself with a tiny bit of magic, fuck that. Game of Thrones win. I don't care if it's Reddit. I don't care if it's a bunch of feminist, gay Reddit garbage. It's fucking awesome. And Lord of the Rings is gay. Little faggot hobbits. Little disgusting faggot hobbits with their gross little feet living in their stupid village. Oh, hey. Well, you're the power of friendship. The power of friendship and magic. Fuck you. I'm rooting for the orcs. I'm rooting for the orcs to go and kill everybody. I want to see what Sauron does. You know? And didn't they make Gandalf gay, or am I thinking of Harry Potter? You know, big gay wizard and their faggot little hobbit friends, big fucking faggot gang of hobbits camping out. Oh, are you my friend? I don't know. I'm your friend. You're a good guy. Fuck you. Fuck your hobbits. Game of Thrones is awesome. Game of Thrones is awesome. Winter is coming, bitch. I don't care about Lord of the Rings. Winter is coming. Firmly, and I will die on this hill like Jon Snow. I am pulling out my sword, and F you. I don't care how Reddit it is. I don't care if it's anti-racist, feminist propaganda. I like it. And I think it easily solos any. Lord of the Rings is dated. The special effects suck. All the friendship stuff is gay. I don't like the hobbits. I don't like Gollum, and I think it's stupid. So, and Peter Thiel runs it anyway. Peter Thiel ruined it. So, W Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, based. Game of Thrones is based. Lord of the Rings, I don't care about the power of friendship. Dumb, slow. The movie's too slow. We're on an adventure, and we're all friends. And Game of Thrones is like the good guys fucking lose. They get their heads cut off all the time. Good guys are getting their faces cut off. They're getting their heads cut off. They're getting fucking split in half.
I don't know. Should that be worst take of the year? It's hard because that's pretty bad. Now, people will say that that's irony, bro. He didn't mean it, but I don't know. Like, he goes really hard. And I like Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. I think you can find Lord of the Rings, like, too slow or it not be your thing. I don't think you have to go on, like, a rant about how it's, like, you're a homosexual if you like it. I like both. I don't think you can really compare. I just think they're very different. I mean, I think they're trying to do very different things. George R. R. Martin is trying to write like a fictional, semi-realistic history. I guess you could say Tolkien's writing myth. Also, I think that like Tolkien is not trying, I think, to be realistic. I think unless you understand that Lord of the Rings is about divine providence, the story doesn't make any sense. I think until you understand that it's about like God's dominion over the world, the ending seems really lame and really forced and really out of it. I think personally, and once I understood this, I liked it more. The idea is that Sauron won, and there was actually no way for them to there was no way for them to win without God's direct intervention. Which I think is I think once you understand that, and it's about the providence of Iluvatar, the story makes a lot more sense. But I don't know. I try to avoid doing too much like internet drama, but I don't know. Like that rant, especially given like who your audience is, was I think pretty bad. Um okay, we'll do that. And then we'll leave the rest. Okay, biggest cope. Like I get it. I don't I find the hobbits kind of obnoxious myself, but I don't know. So with people in the chat, okay, so I'm just gonna ask the chat because people always accuse me of being bad faith, of being unfair to Fuentes, of saying that that was a joke, that was irony, you shouldn't take that seriously. It was funny. I don't know. I think he sounded pretty like sincere. Um Even if it was in kind of a like an over the top way, I don't know. Anyways, let's look at cope of the year. Okay. So the biggest copes we have for the year so far are Putin weaponized Ukraine's corruption from Tony Blinken. Uh Catherine Jean Pierre saying all the videos of Biden walking off on his own or being completely incoherent are actually AI deepfakes. Biden lost the debate because he was too prepared. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Trump's bandage was too big. So that means the shootings were fake. The media saying that Trump just fell. Elon Musk, Starlink, Elon Musk, the whole Starlink conspiracy theory. Also the other thing, like something I think you have to push back against and why you kind of have to defend Lord of the Rings is the idea that you can have like close male friendships that are not homosexual. Like you have a bunch of dudes, they're all best friends with each other, they're bros for life, and it's not gay. And I think the idea that all close male friendships are necessarily like sexual has been one of the single most corrosive, degenerate, and toxic things that we faced in the modern era. So I disagree with that, promoting that at all. Do Sam and Frodo love each other? Yes. Does that mean that they're gay? No. It's so I don't know if anyone remembers the Elon Musk satellite conspiracy theory. That was from like a couple of weeks back. That was the idea that all the voting machines were connected to Starlink, and therefore Elon Musk was able to steal the 2024 election by changing the votes on the thing. So that is one of them. I don't know that this is also going to be nominated for G Slurop of the year. I don't know. I know that the debate is not like let's see here. Where are we? I don't know. I think I'm going to put Biden was too prepared for the debate in this category. Because okay, so it's not as important as a lot of other things on this list, but in terms of it just being a cope, like it being just a bullshit reason for why something happened, I think I'm gonna have to say that like just as a cope, like as something when you have nothing left and you're just gonna like throw something out there and hope it sticks. I think I'm gonna have Biden is too prepared for the debate as a cope. We have the Elon Musk Starlink conspiracy theory. We have the I don't want to keep giving Fuentes like nominations, but him pretending to oppose Trump after Trump won was pretty bad. Um the assault style 22 yeah, I think I'm going to have that. That's like Americans are just racist, Americans are just like supporters of rape, stuff like that. Consent cannot be bought is like the cope over what's her whoever that girl is who fucked 100 dudes in one day and people are like defending her. Is there any other like major copes that I'm missing? Because those are like the ones that I can just think of off the top of my head. Like uh was there like some from Trump supporters or something? Or I don't know. I can't think. Does anyone else have any copes, like big copes from the year that I'm missing out on? So yeah. Someone could post in the chat. Okay, so worst. Sorry, best take. Best take is always way smaller than worst take. So worst take used to be two. Um, but sorry, one category, but there was so many for it, I had to divide it in half. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's true. Yeah, Biden's economy is good, and there is no inflation. No, but like it's record deep. This is like anything from June to now because this is like a yearly award, bi-yearly award show. So yeah, that is definitely a good cope. That's definitely a good cope. So far, okay. So for best takes, I've been having a bit of trouble with this one. So we have Trump, Kamala Harris is in black. We have the term two-tier policing. We have Destiny's son pretending to assassinate him. We have me for vote early for vote often, and Trump for calling Justo the governor of Canada. If you haven't seen the Destiny's son clip,
Destiny is so cooked.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
I don't know if that's a take, but it's Kino as fuck. So yeah. Was there some other like I feel like there's some other like blowout or was there any other like really good insults or smackdowns or stuff like that? Um this year that I'm thinking cuz I feel like there was some and I'm just kind of like not not going with it, not recalling it properly. Um let's see. Just looking at this. Okay, let's see here. Um, hmm. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. There's generally so few like of good takes. Um, Stuff like that. I like two tier policing. I think is probably going to be it. Destiny's side is apparently so Destiny like abandoned his son and he was raised by his like step parent, his grandparents, and the guy's grandparents are like white conservative or like conservatives from Oklahoma or something. So his son's like a Trump supporter. And like his son A-logged him on stream. Which is awesome. Let's see here. How about Blue Sky banning people? Blue Sky banning users for election denial. That was a good one. What else do we have? Just going through my timeline. I don't think Serp had a good one. I don't think Serp's had a good one lately. He got nominated last time for Go Back to India, Nimrod, and No One Wants You Here. I don't know. There hasn't been that many good takes. I'll have to go through. I'll have to go through Trump's Twitter, because I don't know. Trump's Twitter just has so many, good ones. So I'll have to take a look at that. But I can't really think of any others off the top of my head. Biggest snake. We have quite a few this year. We have New York Times published the entirety of the Istanbul proposal after denying that it existed for years, in full. And I recall, like, we covered it when it came out, and it was actually a fair article. We have the media snaking on Biden after the debate. We have the Reuters article that basically just explains that, yeah, the West is incapable of matching Russia in terms of weapons. We have Biden ousted in a coup. We have Erdogan for everything. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a take. That's more of a W. Zuckerberg on Biden. Trump is badass. Fuentes on both Trump and anti-Trump. Yeah, and Erdogan in general. So yeah, I think those are where I'm at the moment. With regards to the biggest snake inning. I'm sure there's some other snake innings. I just can't, like, I don't know, like, you have Erdogan, and Erdogan is a Erdogan is like the ultimate snake, but the Biden coup is up there. So I don't really know. Um I don't know, am I missing anybody else out? In terms of like snaking that happened this year? I don't really want to, like, Tulsi Gabbard's been drifting rightward for years now. Um, I could say Justo betrayed his base by reducing immigration. Um, which is why people voted for him. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so terminal incompetence for implausible deniability award. I might actually get rid of this one. This one's kind of like marked for termination. This one is gonna be really fucking hard to deal with. Reuters article. When this is getting so many. Was Prigozhin this year? Prigozhin won last year. Prigozhin won Snake of the Year in for last year's. He won Biggest Snake. So he made it through. Okay, so Biggest L. The West for Switzerland Peace Conference, the Ba'ath Party in Syria, the Concord Development Team, and the Kurds. Some of these I don't really have that many. I don't have that many nominations for. I'm trying to think. There's probably some I'm missing here. What else happened this year that I'm not taking into account? Who are some other big losers this year? Like countries that just lost. Like I could just say Europe in general. I could just say EU in general could maybe get a nomination. I'm not sure. I could say like South Korea for not endorsing the coup could maybe be one. I don't know. The BRICS did okay this year. Was there like a big L for America this year? What was Sweet Baby Inc? UK. No, okay, the UK like gets its own category. Kamala. No, this is collective. This is the biggest collective L. So this is for a group versus individual L. So EU in general. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I'm really forgetting about. Some of these like are hard to come up with some for. I mean, Israel had a bunch of W's this half year. Iran didn't really have any other than the Syrian collapse. You could argue Russia with regards to Syria. I don't think that that's really the case though. Was there any big like Disney movies that lost a fuck ton of money this year? There might be. Okay, we're just gonna leave that for now. Maybe I'll post on. I'll mark some of these in red, and these will be ones I'll do like a post on asking for more nominations for, because I'm just kind of struggling on some of them. Part of the problem is a lot of these things are just still in process of being done. Okay, biggest collective W. Okay, Georgia for getting its EU ascension frozen. HTS for winning the Syrian civil war. Turkey, USA, Israel for overthrowing Assad. Hezbollah for defeating Israel in southern Lebanon. I'm trying to think if there's any other big W's this year. Like Russia has an ongoing like thing in Ukraine. It's just kind of okay, you know what? Russia for testing the Oresnik. Okay, Russia will get a nomination for the Oresnik. Let me think. I guess we could say BRICS for having the new members, maybe. I don't know. Like those, I think are the big ones. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Georgia is the front runner. Georgia getting its EU membership frozen is probably the biggest W of the year. Oh, Ubisoft. Okay, yeah, Ubisoft. Ubisoft going bankrupt. Oh, I missed biggest individual L. Okay, so we have Biden for the debate, Biden getting couped, Ishida losing his majority in Japan, Yoon's coup failing in South Korea. I guess Kamala losing. Should Tucker get a W nomination for interviewing Lavrov? Is that a big enough deal for him to get actively nominated? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. When did Sound of Freedom come out? Oh no, that was last year. That was last year. Okay, so that can't get a nomination. Okay, I'm gonna have to. These are probably all gonna need like additional nominations to get through. I mean, it's probably enough. Like these are all good. I just don't know if there's like something like else funny that I can put on the list. Because sometimes it's not necessarily about Ishiba's name is spelled. Well, this will all get so I couldn't even remember his name properly. Uh so oh, you know who else gets an L? The Romanian people. Romania gets an L for having their election annulled. Romania for having election annulled. Okay, we'll add that in. Uh oh, right, I'll add France for Macron's G slur ops. Oh yeah, right, Hunter. Did I have Hunter in there? Hunter getting away, getting a 10-year pardon. Okay. So, actually, I think this is probably actually fine as far as having like 5. I just maybe want to get 1 or 2 more for biggest collective W. Let me see. What won biggest collective W last time? Oh, Georgia won last time as well. Georgia won last time. For passing the foreign agents bill. Georgia might win a second time in a row for getting its EU ascension frozen because you really don't want to. Yeah, so in Romania, the they voted for the nationalist candidate in the first round. Uh, um and so what they wound up doing is they annulled the results of it. The Supreme Court initially upheld it, but then they decided to annul the results of it because the nationalist candidate was going to win the second round. So, because they found evidence of foreign interference. So, because he's like a far right, uh, he's a guy who said that. Court. I think he said that Cordriano was a hero. Let's see here. Yeah, he said that Ione and Panescu and Cordriano are heroes, which is pretty based. I'm not gonna lie. The Romanian Revolution was used by the West to steal Romanian resources. So yeah, so it got annulled because he was like saying some stuff. He said some stupid shit like about the moon landing, but um, yeah, he got in trouble. So they didn't like him, so his election just got canceled because they could. Let's see here. Okay, so the biggest W's individual. This one's a bit funnier. We have Rishi Sunak for leaving office. He clearly did not want to be there. So that's a nomination. Trump surviving assassination. I think that's going to have to make it into the final. Trump winning the election. I don't know if Trump winning is as big as like the assassination thing. Him not getting killed, I think was a big one. I think Kamala Harris husband for not having to become first dude was a good one. Basically he doesn't have to have like the dubious honor of becoming the first dude in American history. So he won't be like, his name won't be a byword for being cucked. Elon becoming the head of Doge. I don't know if that's enough. Biden getting his revenge on everybody, I think is gonna be a nomination. I think, let's see here. Arab Zelensky overrunning Syria in 11 days, and Hunter getting a pardon. I think are all on there. Elon becoming head of Doge. Should that be there? Macron, you know what? Macron, his 40 chess move in France somehow worked. And while he's probably going to win for 40 chess move, I think him just like surviving the nonsense, I kind of think we should count. Okay, Chat of the Year. We have Nigel Farage, Donald Trump, Corey Capitore. He's the guy who shielded his wife and son over his wife and son in dying during the Trump assassination. Elon Musk and Daniel Penny. I'm gonna be honest, like Daniel Penny's probably gonna win. Like let's be real here. He has like a 90% chance of winning. Trump like always gets nominated, but just never crosses the finish line. I feel is what happens. He always gets really close, but then in the last minute, it just fails. I don't know. Is there someone else? Like I don't really think JD Vance deserves a nomination. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing someone. A Best Father Award? Yeah, Nigel. I've been doing this over time, so we're gonna take Nigel off. I think Trump deserves the nomination. Does Elon Musk deserve the nomination, or should I take Elon off? Um, for it. I forget why I gave Elon a nomination. He's more of a gamer than a Chad, so yeah. Putin a perennial favorite. Daniel Penny. Should Bukele like always gets nominated? Let me see who I nominated last time. And if there's anyone who needs to be. Okay, so last time Bukele got nominated. Oh, you know who I forgot? Okay, for biggest W. You know what? We will give Javier Milei for balancing the budget. So we will add him onto the list. Okay. So next we have Gamer of the Year. So the nominees for Gamer of the Year are Destiny, Kar Stammer, Abu Muhammad El Jalani, aka Zelensky, either aka Arab Zelensky, Sinwar, Joe Biden, President Yoon of South Korea, P. Diddy, Matthew Crooks, Bibi Netanyahu, and Canadian Patriot. So I think I'm going to go with Sinwar, P. Diddy, President Yoon, Keir Starmer, and probably BB. BB's kind of like a perennial nominee. Like BB won last year for Gamer of the Year. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Sinwar is currently the favorite because Sinwar literally had a playable death scene. So it's hard. I think we can all agree these are at least good nominees. This is like any one of these deserves to win. Okay, we have firmware update. This is another new one that we may or may not keep. We need slaves, so we can't deport illegals. Dick Cheney coming out against Trump. Dick Cheney's awesome now. Talking about election fraud is okay. And Biden is actually senile, and he's been senile this whole time. I think these are all really solid. Sometimes I just make categories because there's stuff I want to give an award to. But I like couldn't fit it into another category. Has there been any other major firmware updates? I feel like there's been like a couple others. So that I'm just not thinking about at the moment. But those I think are all solid. I need one more though. So I'm going to mark that in red because we need that. Okay. The We Live in a Society Mystery Drones Over the USA. We'll add that into the Third World Award. We Live in a Society Award, the biological male beating up women at the Olympics. Kate Blanchett as Lilith in Borderlands. The Secret Service agent abandoning Trump to go breastfeed. The abortion and vasectomy trucks at the DNC. Ballot tracking. The death of Peanut the Squirrel. And Joker 2. I'm good. Okay, so Joker 2 just has to get a nominee. The abortion vasectomy trucks just have to. I don't know. Ultra processed food versus Kennedy. That was under worst take though. Okay, I'll just add this in as a temporary. Defending processed food to own Kennedy. Biological male beating up women at the Olympics. Peanut the squirrel slash Fred the raccoon. I don't know. Is there any? Oh, the Duke sports team. Yes. Duke sports team for the whole thing being bullshit. We live in a society award. We could give Hulk Hogan. Okay, we'll add Hulk. We'll just throw Hulk Hogan in. Always a favorite. Hulk Hogan will get nominee. Can be Chat of the Year. Okay, so we live in a society award. This is where, like, something that's best to say, like, go after we live in a society. Like, we live in a society where Kate Blanchett is Lilith in Borderlands. We live in a society where Secret Service agents abandon Trump to go breastfeed. We live in a society where people's ballots are tracked online like Amazon packages. So we live in a society. Now, there was so many for Anglo countries, this had to be split off. So this is for Anglo countries other than the United States. So this is for Canada and the UK, basically. They had so many, they basically had to have their other category. So the nominees for We Live in an Anglo Society Award, damaging Stonehenge by throwing orange paint on it, Palestinian protesters shutting down the Pride Parade in Toronto, UK police Twitter accounts telling people they are arresting them for Twitter posts, all the UK protests, Justin Trudeau introducing 30-year mortgages as an affordability measure, gassing autistic people in Canada, the town in Ontario being fined for not celebrating Pride Month, Justin Trudeau promoting a suicide prevention hotline despite legalized the lady fucking 100 dudes. Argent realizing it's easier to get English service in Europe than Canada. Indians in Canada raiding food banks to save money. This is like a big story. So all the food banks in Canada are basically permanently out because, like, Indian immigrants, even if they don't need it, will just go and take all the food from the food banks and pretend to be poor. There was one guy who was making like $100,000 a year, but he still went to food banks and just stole all the food there. We have the UK trying to take away the land from farmers and extraditing Americans to Britain over social media posts. This one is also like super competitive. Like this one is going to be almost impossible to pick one out. Like, it's rough, man. It's rough. I don't know. Honestly, I think that the Indians waiting food banks deserves to be on this list. I think it deserves it. Okay, more G-slur than gay sex with men. Okay, so this is for the gayest shit of the year. So the nominees are Juneteenth, the term partner, white men for Kamala, the term vibe, the term global majority, the Paris Olympic opening ceremony, Turkey and caring about the Paris Olympics opening. I think those are all pretty good. There might be something that I'm missing there, but once again, this is just a category that was created because there was stuff I wanted to put into other categories um that didn't fit. But like this stuff could be in cringe, but it's kind of a bit different. It's kind of a bit different. Um so I don't know. Turkey is how is this even voted for? It's not. I just picked them. I just picked them. We're just looking at these because it's fun. Um, so these are the nominees. I don't know. People can pick what they can. I don't know. I might I might see if people have some more for it. Introduce some nominees. I picked them through a completely non-biased fashion. Okay, this is another category that like there's way too many nominations for. And I might have to try to redistribute some of them because this was kind of the year of the gay op. So, okay, so the gay op awards are the Trump's bandage. Trump had a fake bandage. The entirety of France's election system. Israel assassinating Hamas's leader while he was in okay, that should be removed. You know what? We have some better ones, so those are going to be taken out. Okay, EU threatening to assassinate the leader of Georgia. DDoSing the Trump Musk interview. Nick Fuentes' attempt to sink the Trump campaign by sending Reuters to Michigan. Ukraine's involvement in Africa. Yes, Ukraine was involved in like some of the civil wars in Africa as like a way to felt Russia. Time Magazine endorsing processed foods to own RFK. Confiscating. Okay, I know some of these get nominated multiple times. The Fuentes sex tape. Zelensky trying to get nuclear weapons for Ukraine. Matt Gaetz getting nominated, then withdrawn so he could leave Congress and avoid the ethics complaint. Putin offering asylum for conservative Westerners. The UK trying to take away farmers' lands. And the Kursk offensive. So we have a highly competitive environment this year. I'm gonna go with the nuclear weapons. Uh, Probably Matt Gaetz. That one. The Michigan one is like probably the number one contender for gay op of the year. 4D chess plan. The system. I'm gonna be honest, like as far as the 4D chess award, I think Macron's kind of is the front runner for the 4D chess award at this point in time. Because like it actually worked out somehow. Somehow Macron turned like a series, like the biggest series of L's I've seen in a long time, into a W, and he basically managed to just fuck over everybody in France and come out on top somehow. So I think Macron is number one. I could use a couple extra for that though. Okay, so we have the Israel Optics Award. This was an award that was introduced because Israel was getting too many nominations for other stuff. Or was Exploding Pagers last? Let me just check if Exploding Pagers wasn't last time. Uh Gamer of the Year, We Live in a Society, Gay Op Awards, Third World Award. Okay, the Israel Optics Award. Um no, it didn't get it last year. No, that wasn't nominated the last one, so Exploding Pagers. So I think Exploding Pagers is probably gonna win. I mean, the Israel like Optics Award is always like there's always a lot of competition. There's the live streaming the torturing of prisoners for Ben Gavir. There's the pro rape riots the IDF had. There's invading Golan immediately after Assad fell. There's assassinating the leader of Hamas when he was on a diplomatic mission. I think we have a pretty good variety for the Israeli Optics Award. Invading Syria is actually self-defense. Okay, let's see here. Third World Award. We have the Biden being removed, the Secret Service protection of Trump, literally everything about the UK, the Iranian president's helicopter crash, the Chase Bank withdrawal glitch. This is another difficult one. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something for this. I'll add this to the one I could use some more additional awards for. Um, Biggest F slur. Okay, we have Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, and Emmanuel Macron. I don't know if Emmanuel Macron can stay on this list. I feel like he succeeded a lot this year, so he's going to have to be taken off of it. So I'll add that into the ones that needs some correction. Lolcow of the Year is going to be competitive. We have Destiny, Joe Biden, Tim Walz, Assad, Tim Pool, and Nick Fuentes. Is Destiny more of an Essler or is he more of a lolcow? Essler is more like the person's actively abrasive and obnoxious. Lolcow is more the person's just kind of a loser. And everything they touch turns to shit. So I mean, it's a couple different people it could be actually. So anyways, I think that covers it more or less for today. I have a lot of this stuff. I have more work I need to do on this than I originally thought. I will be back with my parents over Christmas break, so I should have some time to work on this. So God bless everybody. Hope you enjoyed my autism.